Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very exciting full face of Jones Road. I'm going to show you the Miracle Balm, what the foundation, the concealer pen, lip products, eyeshadows, the whole thing. This is all in celebration of Jones Road 5-year anniversary. I have both of the Bobbi Kits that were released by Jones Road to celebrate their 5th anniversary, and I'm so excited to show you this company today and give you my honest opinion about this brand. So if that sounds like fun to you, please stick around. Please also like this video, leave me a comment, let me know you're here, and subscribe to my channel. On this channel, I post weekly videos about all the latest in makeup and beauty. So I would really love it if you were to subscribe to my channel and become part of this community of beauty lovers and friends. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. I could not be happier to have you here. All right, let's get this party started. So I am so excited to try out Jones Road Beauty today because I'm sure you're aware Jones Road was started about 5 years ago by the famous and iconic Bobbi Brown. After leaving her namesake company, Bobbi Brown, she launched Jones Road for the clean beauty, no makeup look. Let me tell you a little bit about the company before we get into the products. So on the Jones Road website, Bobbi Brown has a note here, and it says, all of my endeavors start from my attempt to bridge the gap between what is and what could be. I'm a person who is constantly taking mental notes, following the threads of my curiosity, asking questions. 4 years ago, after I left Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, one of the questions was, why can't I find makeup products that are both clean and high performance that don't sacrifice one for the other? I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says that Jones Road is a growing collection of simple, smart products for all ages, skin types, and skin tones that help women achieve the no makeup look naturally, and an evolution of how good makeup can actually feel as well as look. So I just really think it's important to keep that in mind because Jones Road is not the company where you're going to get full coverage foundation, high glam. That's not the vibe that Jones Road is going for. It is more for that clean makeup, no makeup aesthetic, something really pretty, really natural. And I'm so excited to try it because I've seen so many advertisements for Jones Road over the years with the Miracle Balm, the What the Foundation, and I was always intrigued. So I'm so excited to try out these products today. Let's get into it. Let us start with the What the Foundation, or WTF. So this is the box right here. Cue the influencer hands. And I picked it up in the shade Fair. So this is, like I said, What the Foundation. And this is what the packaging looks like. Very sleek. Again, influencer hands. And you open it up. So this is when you first open it, what it looks like. So really interesting texture. This is supposed to be foundation meets skincare. And according to Bobbi Brown, sometimes you don't even need to have skincare under this because it is so moisturizing. I didn't put on any skincare because I want to see how this behaves without skincare. And I also didn't want to have too much, moisturizing products on my skin. I find sometimes when I put on skincare under makeup, it makes it kind of streaky. So I just wanted to avoid that. So we're just going to go in with the foundation. Now, probably in my personal life, when I'm not on camera, I would use my fingers for this, but I am a lady. We're here on camera. And Jones Road does sell a brush to go along with this. So I will apply it on my face with my fingers and then buff it out with a brush to see how that application goes. And this foundation comes in 16 shades. And according to Jones Road, it says, What the Foundation is our take on a foundation offering light, medium, buildable coverage. Its ultra nourishing formula blends seamlessly into the skin, leaving you with an even, fresh complexion that looks like your skin on its best day. WTF works flawlessly with the face pencil for added coverage in areas with extra redness, blemishes, or discoloration. Now, I do have the face pencil. I'll apply that after the foundation to see how those products mix. So I put my hair back a little bit. Now, I'm just going to put a light application just because I'm not sure how much I will need. And this does have a scent. It's kind of like essential oils type smell. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. Thought it was the one, but it's the 4. Okay, so it's feeling very hydrating. The shade match is pretty good. Oh, that's pretty. Just keep in mind, this is not a full coverage foundation at all. It's not intended to be. It's supposed to be clean girl, kind of minimalist vibes. It's funny, I actually tried to adopt a minimalist lifestyle about a year or two ago. It lasted about 2 days, 3 days. I am not built for the minimalist lifestyle. unfortunately. As much as I want to lie to myself and tell myself that it's for me, it's not. So maybe my makeup could be minimalist, but me personally, not happening. But it was funny that I allowed myself to believe that I could achieve that for more than a day. So I'm loving the glow that this is giving off the bat. And it feels very nice on the skin. Now, I'm not doing a full wear test today, so I'll have to let you know in a future video how it wears. But initial impressions, very nice. I'm going to put a little bit more on to see how buildable it is. Plus, it feels very hydrating on the skin. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried Jones Road, what your thoughts are. So I like the glow that this is giving. And I would say the coverage is light to medium, but it is giving a beautiful glow, which I'm really enjoying. So as I'm working the product into my skin, I'm not smelling that smell too much right now. Just poke myself in the eye. So on this channel, I haven't yet poked myself in the eye with a foundation brush, so today was a new accomplishment. By the way, this is a Charlotte Tilbury holiday palette, I think from 2023. And I'm just using because I love it. It puts me in the holiday spirit. It's just so pretty. So the color match is beautiful. And this does feel very hydrating on the skin. I'm just going to take my hand to just work it in a little bit just to see how that goes. It kind of feels like you're putting moisturizer on your face. I've watched other reviews and a lot of people say that this never really sets down fully. So you may want to go in with powder after it, but that might take away some of the glow. So we'll see what we do about powder during the video. But I'm going to let this set down while I do the concealer, and I'll let you know how it feels after that. But it's very, very hydrating, and I love the effect that it gives to the skin. It's beautiful. And I thought that this would be too light of coverage, but I don't think it is actually. Okay, so I've let the foundation sit for about a half an hour or so because I wanted to see how it set into the skin. And it does set down. It still feels like a moisturizer a little bit, but nowhere near what it felt like when I applied it. And my hair, it's not really sticking to it, just slightly, but it's really good. I love the coverage that it's giving. I love the glowy effect that it's giving. It just feels so good on the skin, and it's beautiful. I'm really impressed with this. I'll have to let you know how it wears throughout the day in another video. But first impressions, I really love it. I think it's beautiful, especially if you're like me and you're a dry skin girly. I think you will like this. If you have oily skin, you may not love this as much, but for us dry skin girlies, I think it's a win. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but since the colder weather has set in, the moisture in my face has disappeared, just like an ex-boyfriend without a trace. So anything that will allow me to have moisture back in my face, I am all for. So I'm really happy with this so far. Now we're going to try the concealer pen and see if we can cover up some of these dark circles. So this is the box it comes in, and I have the shade number 5. And the packaging is really cute. It would be nice if I held it right side up. And this is what it looks like, kind of like a big old crayon. So we're going to try spot concealing, but I have to say the foundation is doing a great job so far with coverage. So I don't think we'll have too much to cover up, but let's see. Let's look up in the mirror and investigate what we have to do here. So let me swatch this for you. So again, this is shade number 5. So I'm not sure how it's going to buff out. So I'll do one side of my face and we'll see how that goes. So what's nice about this concealer is you're getting a lot of control, you're able to do a lot of precision work, which is really nice. I'll do a little bit there. And why not? Let's do a little bit on the eyelid too, just to see how that behaves. So it's actually blending into the skin really nicely. I don't even think you need a brush with this product. You could probably just do it with your hands. Maybe I'll do that on the other side just to show you how that works. But that's really nice. So even though it's in a stick formula, it is blending out very easily. So you can see the difference between the two sides. So this is without concealer and this is with. Feels very good on the skin. Very pretty. I'm going to put a little bit more under the eye because I could always use more in that area. I think by doing it with your finger here, you're able to pack in the product a little bit more. But that's blending with the foundation so beautifully. See that? So I would say that this concealer is probably medium. I don't want to say full coverage, but definitely medium. Really pretty. And the consistency is solid. Very nice. I was a little bit nervous about this because of the consistency of the product, just because I need a good concealer under my eye. I have a lot of darkness in that area, so I was a little bit nervous about a drier formula because it's a pencil. But it's very creamy, and I think this is going to be great for on the go, for touch-ups throughout the day. It's really beautiful. And I'm not having to do a crazy amount of concealing with the foundation because it really did do a good job of covering anything. But put it on the chin. I watched a review by Sophia C's Beauty. I think she had done it maybe a couple years ago about the brand. And she was suggesting that if you have to touch up your lipstick or something, like you have to fix this area, this is a great product to do that. That was a really good point. Great way to use it. Again, I don't think you need a brush for this product, but I'm just going in with the brush, and then I'll go back in under the eye just to pack it in a little bit more. But I don't think you need a brush for this either. But look how beautifully it's concealing. Really impressive. I'm loving this. Does this mean I'm a minimalist now? I don't think so. Based on my haul from the Sephora sale, I don't think I could be considered a minimalist, but again, maybe in my makeup I can be. Says the girl with 5,000 blushes, 6,000 lip products, and I don't know, 200 eyeshadow palettes. It's not really that bad. I'm exaggerating, but one would not look at my makeup drawer and say that, oh, this girl is primed to be a minimalist in makeup or in life. But I could look minimalist. I could have the appearance of being a minimalist. That clean girl aesthetic. The no makeup look, says the girl with 10,000 makeup products. Again, exaggerating, but I don't think I'm in line to be a minimalist. But again, maybe I can appear to be one. That's the magic of makeup, right? Okay. So I am blown away by this, seriously. I am in love with this because my skin really does look like it's my best skin day. And I don't know. I mean, I did hear a lot of people say that this wasn't the most amount of coverage, but I think it's a very good level of coverage. I'm really very happy with the level of coverage. Again, this is not a wear test. It's just a first impressions. And I will let you know in future videos how it wears, but I think the coverage is beautiful. I'm really, really thrilled with it. So I'm a happy girl right now. And I look like a minimalist. Okay, so the stars of today's show, these little goodie bags. These are the kits that Jones Road released in celebration of their 5th year anniversary / birthday. Happy birthday, Jones Road. And I am so excited to try out these kits. Now, at the time of filming, these appear to be out of stock on the website. If there are any in stock anywhere else, I will link them down below. These appear to be sold out. However, I'm hoping that maybe they will restock them, maybe for Black Friday or for the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, if you look on their website, they have a lot of beautiful holiday kits. Head over to Jones Road website because they have some beautiful kits for the holidays. But getting back to these kits that I bought, I'm hoping that they'll restock, but even if not, I think that this will give you a good introduction to the brand in case you're looking to pick up something for the holidays, for yourself or for someone else, or maybe those holiday kits. And plus, I really want to try them and I want to play with them. So let's get into them. I do want to make a note about Jones Road excellent customer service. They accidentally sent me 2 of the same set. I reached out to them and told them, and they immediately sent me over the second kit that I was supposed to get. They didn't ask for a return or anything of the other one. So thank you, Jones Road, for the excellent customer service. It really speaks to the brand and it's very appreciated by customers. And it really was a pleasure to deal with Jones Road. So thank you so much for the amazing customer service. Now, these are the Bobbi Kits 5.0. And it says, to celebrate 5 years of Jones Road, the Bobbi Kit 5.0 is here with 5 exclusives for a laid-back statement look. It features not yet released products and shades and is available in 2 versatile colorways, Chic or Cheeky. These are polished yet unfussy essentials that round out any statement look. In the Chic kit, it comes with the Mini Miracle Balm in Chic. Then it comes with the Illuminator in Baby Pink, the Best Pencil in Espresso, the Lip in Batch 18, and the Eyeshadow Stick in Smoky Brown. Then the Cheeky kit comes with the Mini Miracle Balm in Cheeky, the Illuminator in Antique Bronze, the Best Pencil in Espresso, the lip in batch 18, and then the eyeshadow stick in dark brown. So the lip product and the Best Pencil are in the same shade in both kits, and then the other 3 products are in different shades. So I'm really excited to get into this, especially the Miracle Balm. I've seen countless advertisements for this product and reviews, and I'm so intrigued by the product, so I'm really excited to get into that one. So on the packaging, it's 10 out of 10, and it's so cute. Just look at this. And it comes with a little snap, so you just open it, and all the goodies are inside. Okay, so let's do the Chic version first. And let's start with the Miracle Balm. Okay, so this is the Miracle Balm in Chic. Now, what I've heard about this product is you have to break the seal. So you kind of have to really press into it. You really have to press into it, okay? It's kind of like, you see that? Coming apart. So if you have long nails, be careful. I'm going to kind of dab it onto the face and then maybe use a brush. Let's see. That's pretty. And it kind of has that similar scent, like an essential oils type scent. I'm going to take a BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N20 brush. It's kind of like a diffuser blush brush because I want to get that soft diffused look. That's pretty. Probably should have pinned my hair back just because my hair's sticking to it a little bit as I'm applying it. But it probably, I'm hoping, will set down after a few minutes. But that's pretty. This is supposed to be just like a sheer wash of color. It's not going to be a crazy pigmented blush, but I don't think that's a bad thing because again, we're going for the minimalist, clean girl, no makeup look. My new style that I'm adopting apparently. It's really pretty though. And I should show you like a little bit of a swatch. So this is the color Chic, and that's the texture. So I'm not going to speak to the texture yet just because I want to give it a chance to dry down to see if my hair sticks to it and things like that. But really beautiful, sheer wash of color on the skin. Very hydrating, very pretty. So if you have long nails, maybe do it with your knuckle or like a spatula, like, you know, those spatulas that come with moisturizers just because it gets in your nails a little bit. So just be mindful of that. But it's very hydrating, very balmy looking. Kind of similar maybe to a Road blush in the way it looks, but a little bit more sheer, I feel like. But definitely buildable. You can build this up. So, very hydrating, very pretty. Let's see how that sets down. I'm going to give it time to set down. So next in the kit, we have the eyeshadow stick, and this is in the shade Smoky Brown. So I'm going to apply this on my eyelids. Normally I would prime my eyelids, but I did put a little bit of the concealer on, and I want to see how this behaves without a primer. So let's see how we do. And we're just going to, that's pretty. That's pretty. And that is just one swipe, pretty much. One application. That's pretty. So pretty. So let's go in a little bit more. So I guess you could use it just to draw all over, but I think it's easier to just draw it onto your finger and then apply. So it's very well controlled. It's not going anywhere where I'm not putting it. What a beautiful formula that is. It says no sparkle, no shimmer, just a beautiful wash of brown. Beautiful. Very nice. And now we have the Best Pencil. I'm going to swatch that for you. So according to Bobbi Brown, this is supposed to be reminiscent of eyeliners from the 1970s. I wasn't around in the 1970s, so I can't attest to that, but I trust her word for it because she's an icon, she's a legend. So I trust her when she compares this to a 1970s eyeliner, but it's a beautiful wooden eyeliner. Very pretty, cute packaging and all that. So let's try this. I'm going to let that set on my hand too to see how that stays. I'm going to lightly put this in my waterline, going on very smoothly. That's pretty. So these are pretty pigmented, really pretty. And I love the way it goes with the eyeshadow. I'm going to try and see if I can smoke this out. And you can. Very pretty. And try tight lining. Look how beautiful that is. So even though this brand is, you know, clean girl aesthetic and no makeup, you still can get a good level of pigment and dramatic effect. So I think it's a beautiful eyeliner. You're able to smoke it out. It looks great on the waterline. Really pretty, and I love the way that the smokiness is coming through from the eyeshadow. Very impressed. Okay, so now I'm going to try the highlighter, but before I do, let's see how this Miracle Balm feels. The moment of truth. So it's really not making my hair stick. Just ever so slightly, but I feel like a lot of products do that, and it did set down a bit, so I think it's beautiful. I really love it. I mean, if you cover this side of my face, excuse the eyeliner on my hand, but if you just look at this side of the face, it looks healthy, it looks glowy, it has the smokiness from the eye look, so your attention is really drawn to the eye. I didn't even put the highlighter on yet, but I still look glowy and fresh-faced. I really have nothing bad to say about this. It's beautiful. Again, I'm going to say it for the 5th time. This is not a full wear test, just first impressions, but my first impressions are that I'm really impressed. So let's try the highlighter, and this is in the shade Baby Pink. So I'm smudging the eyeliner on the back of my hand just to see how it's wearing. It's definitely staying. It's smudging just a little bit, I think, so that you can, you know, smoke it out and really just get that beautiful, effortless look. So now this is the highlighter. And again, packaging is adorable. Okay, so a balmy texture, similar to the Miracle Balm. So I'm not seeing any sparkle in this. It's kind of looking kind of a sheer highlighter. So I think what I'll do is I'll apply it with my fingers. Pretty. Okay, so that is the highlighter. So even more balmy than the Miracle Balm. I actually want to go back into the Miracle Balm and apply a little bit more to build it up, because I want to see how much more we can get this to build up. Going a little bit out of order here, but that's okay. We're just playing around and seeing what we could do with makeup. I was a little bit hesitant to build it up in the beginning just because I didn't know how it would set down and everything, but now that I've seen that it does set down a bit, we can go build that up. But I just look really glowy. You could definitely build it up. The highlighter is just basically a sheer wash of glow and glistening. There's no color to this shade in particular, but it's a beautiful texture and it is setting down on my hand, so that's good. Let me diffuse that just a bit. There we go. What I love about these products is that you don't need brushes for the most part. You just do it with your hands and be done with it. So that is the Miracle Balm and the highlighter. Really pretty. Again, just look at the difference. So glowing. Oh, I love it. Now, the lipstick is the same shade in both kits. So I'm going to apply it. I did cheat a little bit. I tried this on earlier today just to see how it would wear for science, for research, right? Because I wanted to tell you guys how it felt and how it wore. Now, my lips right now are just so dry, along with my skin, because of the colder weather. So if you see any dryness in my lips, it's not the product's fault. It's just my skin. And apparently it's Jack Frost's fault. Is that who's nipping at my nose? He's nipping at my whole face, not just my nose. I'd like him to stop. But isn't that pretty? Again, if there's any dryness, it's not the product's fault. It's my fault. And Jack Frost. So like I said, I did have this on earlier today just to get a sense of what it would feel like. Very hydrating. It has a minty scent to it. A little bit of a tingling sensation when you first apply it, but really pretty. I love the way it felt. It was hydrating on my lips. Even after the color started to wear off, my lips still felt hydrated. So we're giving Jack Frost a run for his money. But I love the color. I love the finish of it. Again, it has that tingly feeling just for the first couple minutes when you put it on, but afterwards it's just very hydrating and very, pretty. Is this an intense lipstick? No, but that's not what the product is meant to be. It's just really hydrating, very pretty. And I like this particular color. It's very nice for the fall and winter. Okay, so in love with this lip product. And so that means that we are done on this side of my face. What do we think of this Chic look? I think it looks glowy, hydrated. I'm in love with the Miracle Balm, which I was a little bit, not nervous about, but I didn't know how it would apply. But I really love it. It's not like a traditional powder blush, right? So if you keep that in mind and have an open mind to the product, I think you would love it as well. And I'll let you know in a future video how it wears throughout the day. But the highlighter is beautiful. It really fits in with the whole aesthetic of the look and this particular kit. And the eye products I really loved. The eyeliner was so easy to apply, and the eyeshadow stick was beautiful. So I'm in love with it, and I have nothing bad to say about it. Even though you're going for that, clean girl, no makeup aesthetic, you can tell that I have makeup on, but you don't have to have this level of pigment, right? You can sheer out the Miracle Balm more. You don't have to put on so much of the highlighter like I did. And the eyeshadow stick and eyeliner, you can put on less of it and not have such an impactful look. But you can definitely build up these products, which is great. So I think they're really versatile. So I'm really happy with this side of my face. Let's do the other side, and then we will compare and wrap up with final thoughts. Okay, so this is the other kit. We're going to dig into the Miracle Balm. Again, influencer hands. And this is the shade Cheeky. This one I'm slightly nervous about just because it is a beautiful deep berry shade. Let's see how this goes, but I think since it's more of a sheer product, you can get away with it on very fair to light skin like myself, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put my knuckle into this to kind of break the seal, just because I don't want to get it under my nails again. And I'm going to just go like this. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so I'm going to do what I did with the last one and kind of buff it in with my fingers and then maybe go in with a brush. Maybe I underestimated the level of pigment that this has since the other one was a little bit more sheer. Oh boy. Okay. Just taking the same brush and diffusing. Oh, see, that's an easy fix. Okay. We're going to be okay. Well, not okay, but with makeup, I'll be okay. My life, the okayness comes and goes, but at least my makeup will be okay. More than okay. Very pretty. I'll put a little on the top of the nose. That clean girl aesthetic, right? Now I'm just going to go in with my fingers again and take what was left on my fingers and just kind of put a little bit more. As I often say on this channel, my name is Courtney. I'm an over blusher and an oversharer, so that hasn't changed yet. So I'm just taking what's left on my foundation brush and just cleaning it up a little bit. But really pretty. And again, you don't need a brush for these products. I'm just using it just to see how it works with the brush. And it's really pretty. So once these are buffed out into the skin, there's not too much of a difference only because I built this up a lot. Had I not built this up so much, you would be able to see more of a difference. So if you're fair skin, you may want to go with a lighter shade like this just because you can build it up or have a more sheer application. But in all honesty, you could go with a deeper shade of the Miracle Balm if you're a fair skin gal like I am, because you can sheer it out and make it work for you. So I don't think you can go wrong with probably any of these shades. It just depends on your preference and how much you want to have to build up your product versus maybe toning it down. Or maybe you're not an over blusher and oversharer like I am and you can do it perfectly on one application. And if you are one of those people, I want to be you when I grow up, but I'm not there yet. But it's something to aspire to, and I commend you. So now just putting the cap back on this, I just want to show you what it looks like having dug into it a little bit, but really pretty. Didn't use a lot of it. And now it's going to go back in its little bed for the night. Nice and secure. Okay, so now we're going to go into the eyeshadow stick in the shade Dark Brown. So this is Dark Brown. So we'll see how we do with that. And I'm going to do what I did with the last eyeshadow application. I'm just going to put it on my finger and then buff it out. Okay, so a little bit deeper, but not anything crazy different. I feel like these are pretty similar, but what a beautiful formula. Very easy to blend. You really don't need a lot of it to get a good payoff. And it just gives a beautiful effect to the eyelids. From what I can tell, it's not caking up, it's not creasing, but I do only have it on this eye for about 30 seconds, but even the other eye that I've had now for a few minutes, it looks good. Just taking a little eyeshadow brush and just buffing it out a little bit, even on the other side. But look how pretty that was and how effortless. Really simple and easy, like if you're running out the door in the morning or you want to do like a 5-minute face, I feel like this formula is perfect for that. So pretty. So on the eyelids, the difference between these two eyeshadows, I really can't tell a big difference. This is it up close. So I can't really tell much of a difference, if anything at all. The Miracle Balms, yes, there is a difference. Eyeshadows, not really. So I think you can go with either shade and get the same look. but they're beautiful. I'm not complaining about it. Absolutely love it. And the lipstick is the same as the other kit, so I'm not going to take it off and reapply it. We'll just leave it on. Now we will try out the espresso eyeliner. So again, same type of wooden eyeliner. So this is the shade Espresso. Okay, so again, went on effortlessly. Trying not to make that face that all of us women make when we're putting on mascara or eye makeup and we're like this. I think most women do that. I do that. My mom does it. It just seems to be a thing. See, I just did it again and I poked myself in the eye. I just did it again. But look how pretty that is. I'm loving this. Now let's try to do this. Oh boy, okay. So I'm doing it a little bit messy on the eye so that I could smoke it out. Excuse me if you hear a noise in the background, it's my dog snoring, which seems to be a common occurrence lately when I'm filming. Loving that. I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it when I say it. I love makeup and I love pretty things, so when I have something pretty that I'm putting on my face and I love the way it comes out, I can't help myself. So it comes from a very genuine place. I'm trying to tight line. I haven't gotten the best at it. Okay. So that is the other side. So it's looking pretty similar, right? Are you seeing much of a difference? I'm not. But they're equally beautiful. This is just a hint deeper. And the Miracle Balm is deeper. But let's try the highlighter before I give my final thoughts and we do a final comparison. So now the highlighter, one of the bags just fell on the floor. So now this highlighter is Antique Bronze. So that is Antique Bronze. I will swatch it for you. Okay, so this definitely has more pigment than the other one. Okay, that's pretty though. That's really pretty. I wonder if you could use that as a bronzer. You want to be really glowy? Okay, so I'm going to apply it with my finger and then we'll see how we do with that. Okay, so this is definitely more pigmented, as you can see. So I'm not going to apply too much right off the bat. Pretty. Perhaps a little bit too deep for my skin tone, but I think I can make it work by sharing it out. Definitely more pigmented. Okay, so definitely a difference from this side. For my skin tone, this is almost more of a bronzer shade. Speaking of, do we try this as a bronzer? Why not? Let's try a little bit. I hope I don't regret this. But we're just having fun, right? This is research, this is science. We're pushing the boundaries. We're seeing what we can do here. Let's bronze. I think it might work. If I could shear it out enough, it might work. Yeah? Right? What do we think? I feel very glowy. I feel so glowy. I love it. So would I use this as a bronzer all the time? Probably not, but occasionally or in the summer maybe. Or if I want to bronze and have an extra level of hydration. I wouldn't use this as a highlighter for my skin tone. I would definitely use this more as a bronzer. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I just added some Kosas mascara because I do not have a Jones Road mascara. But what do we think of the final look? Personally, my opinion, my humble opinion, is this is a 10 out of 10. Like, I love the way my skin looks. I love the way it feels. The foundation has set down quite a bit. I love how glowy it looks. I think it's gorgeous. Like, I am so blown away by everything I tried. I love what the foundation really surprised me with how glowy it was and how beautiful and effortless it was to apply. And I just love the way it made my skin look. It really does look like I'm having my best skin day ever. So 10 out of 10 on the foundation. The Miracle Balm I really love. I have to see how it wears throughout the day. All of these products I have to see how they wear throughout the day. The Miracle Balm exceeded my expectations. I was a little bit nervous about how it would set on the skin, but it's beautiful. It's just giving this overall glowy look. And the highlighter I really loved. I usually like more of a glittery, sparkly highlighter. However, with this look, I think the highlighter is totally appropriate and in line with the whole aesthetic of the brand. So I really love the way it looks. I think especially this side, I love the way the highlighter applied. And the Antique Bronze, I love it as a bronzer. I think it came out beautiful. It continued the glowy look over here. It might be a little bit too glowy for some to use as a bronzer, but I think it came out really nicely with the whole look. The lip product, I think it's beautiful. I think it's very hydrating and easy to apply. It's something to just put in your purse and grab and go. You don't need a liner for it, so I really like that. The eyeshadow sticks, again, they look pretty similar once they're on the lid, these particular shades, but but I think they're beautiful. It's an easy smoky look, an easy everyday look, and the eyeliner applied beautifully. I was able to smoke it out and smudge it. It didn't set down right away, so I had some time. So I really have nothing bad to say about anything I tried today. Oh, and the concealer, I really loved it as well. I was a little bit nervous with the consistency, how a pencil type product would apply on my dry skin. I figured it would be a great product, but just with having dry skin, I didn't know how it would mesh, but it was really malleable, and I was able to blend it into my skin very effortlessly, and I love the convenience of it. It's really a grab-on-the-go product, something for touch-ups or the day, just want to fix certain areas. I think it's phenomenal. So I am really blown away by everything I tried today, and I cannot wait to incorporate these products into my everyday routine and to try more from the line. And like I said earlier, Bobbi Brown is just such an icon. I remember when I was 13 years old and really getting into makeup, the Bobbi Brown eyeshadows and foundation and all that stuff. I just loved it. I remember I had like a olive green eyeshadow pot from her, and I remember wearing it all the time, and her eyeliners, and just so many fun memories associated with Bobbi Brown. So the fact that she has created yet another amazing line is just so exciting, and I'm so happy that I got to try everything, and I can't wait to try more from the line and to incorporate these products into my everyday routine. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried Jones Road, or what you think of the line, or what you think of my completed look. I want to hear it all in the comments down below. And if you're a new viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for watching. I am so beyond thrilled that you decided to hang out with me today. I would love it if you were to subscribe. We are a community of beauty lovers and friends. I bring you all the latest in makeup and beauty. I post weekly on my channel, fun reviews and makeup tutorials, things like that. And we just have a lot of fun on this channel. So I would love it if you were to join the party and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for being here again. Your support means the world to me. Leave me a comment down below to let me know that you made it to the end of the video, or just to say hi. It makes my day when I hear from you guys in the comments. So thank you so much for your support, and I wish you the best day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.